I'm Christian Lamitschka for Country Music News International, and today on the show we have Ayla Brown. Ayla, welcome to Country Music News International.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. This is great.
Ayla, first of all, congrats to the album. It made it to the number one.
Yes.
And folks, that you have an idea about what we're talking, it's follow album here, and it's an awesome album with a couple of songs on it, including 3 Christmas songs.
Absolutely. Well, just this copy. The normal copies don't have the Christmas songs. I was just giving you this so you could take it home and enjoy it. But
okay.
Yeah.
So tell us, how do you feel to have a number one album?
Well, it was really crazy. I performed on a TV show called The Huckabee Show on Fox News, and the next morning I woke up to all these tweets that said number one on Amazon MP3, Heroes and Hometowns by Ayla Brown. And I'm like, what? Like, are you serious? So I went and looked, and there it was. And I'm like, I cannot believe this. Then I went to iTunes and saw that it was at number 51 on iTunes on the country charts. And I was so blown away by that, it's been a very special album. 2 of the songs I got to sing at the Grand Ole Opry on Memorial Day weekend and the Ryman Auditorium, and my current single, Miss You Already, on a different CD, I did at the Ryman Auditorium, and it was just so moving, the whole experience. Very happy.
So, if you see her now here in the video, she looks very serious, and now we come up to a wild photo from the other album of her, which is the new one.
That's my sassy look.
Okay, well, I don't ask her now what's the next level, but, well, we have here 10 songs on the album.
Yes.
And I didn't find the time to listen to. I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay. I can't wait for you to listen to it.
Okay. Which is your personal number one?
Man, on this album, which is my self-titled album called Ayla Brown, the current single that we're pushing and that a lot of people relate to is called Miss You Already, and I just released a music video for it. And I really like this one. The sound of this song is a great mid-tempo song. But there's also a song, number 7 on here, called Beat by a Girl, and it's all about kicking the boys' butts.
Oh.
I know, I hate to say it, but all women relate to this song, and sometimes they come up to my merchandise table and they say, hey, do you have that song Beat by a Girl? Which one is that on? And I always point them to this CD, and it's really cool to hear people's reactions after I sing that song. But I played basketball in college and growing up, and one of the first writing appointments I had in Nashville, I kind of told them about my story, that I was a tomboy and a jock, and I loved playing sports, and they said, well, do you like to challenge the boys a little bit too? I'm like, absolutely I do. So we wrote this song called Beat by a Girl with 2 guys. So a woman and 2 men wrote a song about kicking the boys' butts. So
well, the guys probably know how it feels.
Yeah, maybe you're right. That's a good point.
So tell me how it was. You were sitting with a lot of whiskey there by writing the song, or with just coffee?
Oh gosh, I've never drank and written before. Seriously, I've never done that, but that would be fun. I should try it someday and see what happens. But, I always say that writing in some of these appointments is like making an appointment with the doctor.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to wait months to see a specific writer. So in this case, I had waited a long time to write with this wonderful writer in town called Kelly Archer.
Yep.
And Charlie Hutto, and she's written many, many hits. And so when I was going into that writing appointment, I was like ready to go, very serious and stuff for the single Miss You Already. So I wanted it to be perfect. I couldn't drink that Jack and Coke.
What's the better fun? Videotaping a video? Going on tour? Sitting on a table without alcohol and writing songs? What's your personal favorite?
My personal favorite is the touring, because it's at that moment where you realize that all of that other hard work is worth it. When someone hears a song and they clap afterwards, or they really relate to it enough to come and buy a CD, then everything you did before, the drinking at the table with no whiskey, or the recording or the videos, it's like, man, it was all worth it because they loved it. And I do so well at the merch table. It's how I make almost all of my money sometimes. I had a record of like 203 CDs sold at a show before, where it was just me at a table signing CD after CD, and it was like, I cannot believe how many CDs I sold. So I walked away with, a really great chunk of money to be able to funnel it into the career to do it again.
Cool.
So, yeah.
So I know you have really limited spare time, but what's your favorite when you have spare time?
Oh my gosh, I have to show you some pictures. I just got a puppy.
Oh, goodness.
I will show you after this, but she is so cute, but she keeps me so occupied because she's not potty trained all the way yet. So every Thursday for the past 5 weeks, I've been bringing her to puppy classes. So yesterday, I had to take a break from CRS and go take her to class and then come back last night. And it was just like, I can't believe I have a puppy. Oh my gosh. But my fiance wanted one for Christmas. So we went and picked one out, and her name is Darcy. She's a German short hair pointer, and she's really beautiful. But that's kind of what I've been doing in my free time. But free time, I love movies. I love just sitting there. We have a cool movie room, and I love just like putting on Netflix and watching hours and hours of TV shows like 24 or Scandal or whatever the TV show is that I'm into at the time. I'll sit there for hours and not move. It's awesome.
How it is for your fiancé when you are on touring and he stays at home?
My fiance?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he has a job in Nashville, so but he was a professional baseball player. So when we met, he was in his off season for baseball. So he actually traveled with me to a lot of my shows, and it was amazing having someone there just to enjoy the moment with me. Like I sang at the Orange Bowl in Miami, I got to sing the anthem and God Bless America last year. And he got to come with me, and it was really fun. And we got to go to Fort Lauderdale and Miami and see a football game, and man, I wish it could be like that all the time, but now he has a job. Now he has a job in Nashville where he has to sit at a desk, and I get to see him when he comes home at about 6 o'clock.
Oh, good.
I know, I miss him during the day, but then I'll steal him for the music video. He's my main guy in my music video for Miss You Already. So I called him up one day and I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm sitting here at work." I'm like, "Well, you want to be the lead man in my music video?" He's like, "What do I have to do?" I'm like, "Just hold my hand and kiss my cheek. I don't know, whatever." And he's like, "All right, well, I think I can get off of work for 10 minutes. So we went to his work, put him in my car. We drove down to a local park really close to his work, and we just shot footage of us walking down the street and holding hands, and so everyone can check it out on YouTube, called Miss You Already, and you can see my fiance and me.
So folks, you know what to do. If you want to find out now more about her, you go to
AylaBrown.com.
Or you stay here at Country Music News International magazine, or you tune in to Country Music News International radio show where we play her songs. Have a good one from Nashville, Tennessee. Your Christian Lamitschka.